everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Muk-jji-bba. If you're watching us on video, it is a new day.
True. What are our names?
Our names are, I'm Muk-jji.
Your name is Muk-jji-bba.
I am Muk-jji.
I am Brittany.
I am Judy.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yes.
So today, I think we had a series going on a couple weeks ago about red flags, green flags, icks, relationships. So we wanted to do some introspective reflection and think what maybe our own red flags, what maybe our icks that others may think we have, what maybe our green flags.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I could go first.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I feel like my red flag or my toxic trait is passive aggressiveness. I'm kind of a non-confrontational person. So if I'm upset, I feel like I just need to take time to myself to process my upsetness. So I will kind of give you the silent treatment, or you'll usually know that I'm upset. And I think there are a lot of times where I'll try to hide it. I'm not very good at hiding. So yeah, everyone's like, what's, or they'll be like, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, nothing.
Yeah, no.
No, I can tell something's wrong. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
I get it. I get it.
Yes.
I will second that. That is one of my most toxic traits too. I don't know. I'm also non-confrontational, and I think it was kind of magnified in relationships. But if I was upset, I would just think in my naivety, they should know I'm upset, or I want them to be persistent in asking me what the problem is. So I am. Silent treatment is kind of my default defense mechanism / action plan, I guess, when I'm upset. So because I'm relatively chatty and like to have conversations, so I'm like, they better know I'm upset if I'm this quiet. And so that's kind of my default, which is very bad. So, and I'm the type where, oh, are you okay? I'm not the worst type of person ever. And this also translates to, she might be listening, my mom, if she makes me upset, I'll also be silent and then refuse to eat.
I will starve.
Yeah, I'd rather starve. You better know I'm not. I think that's how I make it known to my parents I'm upset and unwell if I'm not eating and quiet.
I get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I used to be like that, but I don't know when it changed, but at a certain point, I think I could be passive aggressive, but I never get to that point because I just forget about it almost instantly. If I just have a good night's sleep, I'm like, whatever, that wasn't so bad. I don't need to be this upset, and I just
That's good.
take it out of my head.
Yeah.
So it's good, but sometimes I feel like I need to express when I'm upset, but I don't ever express it, not even silent treatment or anything like that. So yeah. I just can't really think of a recent instance where I genuinely became upset about something towards someone. So yeah, I don't remember the last time.
Dang. Yeah. I envy people in relationships where they're like, I just need to hash it out with the other person. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like even knowing myself, I could say potentially harmful things if I'm not thinking straight and we're just going at it. I don't want them to hurt me. I don't want to hurt them. So I feel like I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm scared to. But yeah, I respect people who are let's just talk it out.
Yeah.
You're so strong for that.
Yeah.
But that's also just their personality. They have to
if
Just-
they don't do that, then they can't, like,
Right.
they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if you approach me in like a gentle way and it's like, hey, like I just want to talk about it, and like we're both like kind of calm in the conversation, I can do it and I can say everything honestly. But the initial like getting it out, or even like or the initiating, I can't do. It's like so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm working on it.
It's good.
Yes.
That's good. Progress.
Yes.
Character development.
Yes.
I think going off of that, a red flag that I have is I'm either, it's very rare for me to have a super strong opinion about something, but when I do, I can be very stubborn. But because that doesn't happen that very often, I'm like usually on the other side where I have no opinion at all. I genuinely don't like, and that comes off as like indecisiveness at times. And for people who are not like that, I'm sure they can find it frustrating at times. So yeah, even like the smallest things, like what do you want to eat? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not picky.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. There was like, I'm kind of similar in a sense, or I guess I'm very indecisive, or I can be. So when I'm like choosing places to eat with like my boyfriend, he's like, he's like, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, like anything you want to eat. He's like, but I always choose, and I like feel bad. And I'm like, oh, but I like genuinely don't care. So yeah, I'm trying to be better about that too.
Yeah.
But I get that.
I think my stubbornness comes out at home. Yeah, with family. Yeah. Not as much anymore, but
I feel like the worst always comes out with family.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I get that.
I think another, I don't know if it would be toxic, but I guess just another trait of mine, I'm kind of a clean freak. And so like I have to disinfect like everything like at all times. So I mean, like obviously I disinfect my phone like every time I go home, and then the airport is my germ nightmare. Like the airplane, the airport, when you have to take off your shoes and walk on the ground with just your socks. I like, so anytime my brother comes home, I forget who I told this to, but I have him wait outside. I'm like, stop right there. I have my license. Actually, before I'm always like, let's say I'm in the office and I know my brother's coming home that day. I'm like, oh mom, like you have to buy the Lysol spray. We ran out. And she's like, do I really have to? I was like, yes, you have to.
Wow.
So she'll buy like the big Lysol. Once he comes home, I'm like, hey, wait right there. And I have like a new pair of socks for him, so he like changes out of the socks. And then I like stay and I spray him.
He can't even walk in like barefoot?
No.
Dang.
No.
No, when we lived with her, like every single day, she's like a mad woman. She's
Did you really think that?
like sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes.
I thought no one really
Like
noticed.
the desk?
No, her desk, even her chair. Like, why are you disinfecting your chair? Every day.
Because I sat in it with my outside clothes, and I have to sit in it in my pajamas. Once I like wash up, wash up.
I get it, but it was quite excessive.
Wait, but then Timmy also, when Timmy was talking about this, and he was like, sitting
yeah.
next to me, I was like, yes, I understand.
I heard Timmy's very clean too.
Yeah. So I was like, someone who understands. But anyway, so I spray him first, and then he can come in. But then even before he comes in, I have newspapers laid out so he can put the suitcases on the newspaper.
Yeah.
I get that, yeah.
And then I'll spray the suitcase, open it, spray outside.
Suitcase I understand. We unload in our garage. We don't bring it in until we've wiped it down and then we store it away.
Yeah. So like if we have to store it away. Actually for him, we just keep it open because he leaves it like a month, so it's not really worth it to wipe and put it in. But like if I ever go on a trip, I like make sure to wipe the wheels like multiple times.
Wow.
So I always tell my parents, or even if I sleep over my work friends like every week, and so even then I have to like disinfect my like toiletry pouch, and like every single thing on the inside too. So I'm like, like I make myself 피곤해. Like, you know, like I tire myself out, but I have to do it. Yeah, yeah. So.
Dang, wanna come clean my room? I'm kidding.
So yeah.
For sure.
And it was really funny because there was one time when it was like when we were at Joshua Tree or something, and that's when Grant was coming home. So he knew I wasn't gonna be home, so he was like, oh no, like I'm not gonna spray anything. And I was like, oh my, you better not let him do that. But then my mom told me later that he actually like packed a clean pair of socks and like sprayed it himself out of respect. I was like, God.
Oh, Gary. That's sweet. That's so sweet.
And then I think I told you guys already, but so he had like a party at his apartment because he's like the president of his club, so he had to host like a social. And obviously it's a college party, so it was very, very messy, and like a door, like their bathroom door was broken, like the tub door, and I was like, girl. And then someone threw up on like their beanbag, and there was just like stickiness everywhere, and things like that. So my brother, like, he was like, oh my gosh, like all the training I had at home like kicked in like for the first time, because as soon as he woke up, he went to the store to buy cleaning supplies and like deep cleaned the entire apartment. And I was like, good. And then his whole apartment mates, they never cleaned the apartment after they moved in. Like they never. I was like, okay, I mean, like, you guys are boys, so I get it. But all of his apartment mates were like, wow, our apartment has never been this clean before. And I was like, oh my gosh. And my brother was like, yeah, we all walked around barefoot for the first time. And I was like, all I could do was sigh. But thankfully, it's translated over.
That's good.
Wow, 진짜 부지런하다. Wow.
It's exhausting sometimes. Like, why am I the way that I am?
Dang. Respect. I can already imagine Edgy as a mom.
Or
like a wife.
Wait, that's why I'm really scared, because kids are naturally messy and they like put stuff in their mouths all the time. So I'm kind of scared. And like, I know Brittany knows this, but I never look at the toilet after I.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's why I'm.
She's never like seen.
I never look at So
that's still crazy to me.
But when you close the toilet seat to like flush, do you like?
I'm like. Yeah. So I'm a little worried. But not a problem. I don't know why I'm worried about it.
Not right now.
No need to worry about it right now. But
yes. It's good to be clean though. Yeah.
I feel really bad, but when I went to Korea back after I graduated high school, so I was with my younger cousins on my mom's side, and they were at that time in a lower elementary school, and they're boys, so they like so messy. And that's also another trait of mine. I'm really bad at hiding if I don't like someone or something.
I get that.
I'm pretty bad at hiding it. So I think my aunt and uncle like noticed me like making faces, because I distinctly remember one time we were at a restaurant and they were like touching their socks, because in Korean restaurants you take off your shoes and go in, so they were like touching their face, touching each other, touching their socks. And you know how in Korea the utensils you take it out yourself because it's on the table, and they're like touching it, putting it back, and I was like, oh my god, I was like having a mental breakdown. And I think my aunt actually asked my mom like, oh, does Edgy not like that? And I was like, oh gosh.
She does it now.
Too messy.
So that's also why I'm worried, like if I have kids, like I mean I'm hoping it'll be different when it's mine, but anyway,
Moving on.
Oh, I thought of an ick that I might have.
Oh.
It's whenever I eat certain types of food, like let's say fried chicken, I tend to, it's not that I don't like the taste of fried chicken, but I don't want to present this ick to others because I eat fried chicken with like chopsticks or like a fork because I don't like getting my hands like greasy and all saucy.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, I don't know how to eat it to the bone. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to, and I don't really want to.
Yeah.
So like for example, when I CG like a couple of weeks ago, and the dinner was fried chicken, and obviously I'm gonna eat. But I like only ate a few, and obviously it looked like I didn't eat it at all. And they're like, did you eat it? And I'm like, I did. And I had to explain myself. And I can see how that can be an ick because it's like it doesn't look that great. Yeah.
Wait, I get that though.
It's
really bad like eating chicken to the bone.
Yeah.
Or like ribs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't like getting my face messy either.
Same.
It's like I just can't.
It's just I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I can do that at home, but definitely that is not a public gathering type of food to eat.
But even at home, I like have a hard time. Which is weird.
I only recently got out of that when I eat chicken at home. Like I only recently learned to just like enjoy and just like get it messy, you know. But
it's a work in progress.
Just gotta get boneless.
Exactly.
Boneless is the easiest, but then boneless doesn't taste as good as bone in chicken.
Unfortunately.
So I think there's one time where someone was like, "Oh, let's get boneless chicken." I was like, "Yeah." Everyone was like, "Ew!" Like boneless chicken. I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, who gets boneless?
Yeah, so whack. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I guess that could be an ick.
This is not our own personal icks, but I saw this on Instagram, so I thought it was funny. But there's a series I saw, and the interviewer / host would go around and go to boba shops and ask girls, what is a boba order that gives you red flag vibes? And I thought that was such a funny question. So I was wondering if you guys had any opinions about certain orders.
I think it's not like a specific order, but if they order 120% sugar, it's like 100% is fine. Sure. 120?
Have you met someone who does that?
I don't think I have.
I've never.
Not sure that I have. I don't have anyone in mind.
But if there was.
I feel like it's just like, why do you need that much sugar?
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah. Huh.
So funny. I would be a little concerned.
Yeah. It's like, well, why?
Okay. I feel like a lot of the common answers that the girls gave were fruit slushies with boba. That was a common answer.
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
With boba, I get.
Yes.
Fruit slushies are fine.
Fruit slushies are fine.
Specific order?
I thought of like just straight up milk tea might be a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Why not? So what about it's a red flag?
I don't know. I think it's such a like freshman college boba order.
Yeah.
That's so ingrained in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, are you still in that like extra phase of your life? Like, get something more mature, you know?
But you know, sometimes the classic hits.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Here I am drinking milk tea.
So it's It's okay if it's at a cafe.
Yeah.
Not a shop.
Yeah, because technically this, I don't know.
Isn't it like royal milk tea?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
It has some
Right.
coffee.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A little more enhanced.
Oh, okay. For sure. I feel like if they were to get, I think Charity has this and Mushiland has this, but if you get the boba with ice cream, like with it. Oh, wait, did you order that? Oh, not us jabbing at each other. It's just so heavy.
I get it.
It's
But
giving 120%.
That makes it funny.
I have ordered that.
You have. But that wasn't like your regular, was it?
It was only because they didn't have it without ice cream. But I guess I could have asked, can I have it without the ice cream?
I mean, it's like worth a try. For sure.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've forgotten it before. But then I feel like if
Your
you get that
stomach?
all the time, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like flavored milk teas. But some are really good. That's the thing. I don't know why this comes to mind, but Thai tea.
Wait, I was actually thinking of Thai tea.
I don't know why, because like I used to get Thai tea when I like first discovered it. I was like, oh, Thai tea is like so good. So I would like get it here and there. But you don't really see people get Thai tea anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
So now I'm like, maybe if you get Thai tea.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. Like
I remember-
Thai tea.
Yeah. I remember when I went to Bon Bon for the first time,
Mm.
freshman year.
Yeah.
And that was one of their most popular flavors. It was like the half-half. the
Yeah.
Milk tea plus Thai tea.
Yeah.
Wow, like thinking back, I finished like the big thing by myself. Like,
Wow.
oh, that's so bad.
Their cups are really big.
Yeah.
Even with the small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be able to finish that now. But
No.
Yeah, our diets freshman year, thinking
Crazy.
back, I'm like, how? No wonder.
yeah.
No wonder I gained so much
No
weight.
wonder I
Freshman
looked like that.
15 is so real.
Yeah. No wonder I looked like
Oh.
that.
But it's also like our first year of freedom away from
Yeah.
home. Like swipes are so available.
Yeah.
Late night is so
Mhm.
available.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally a walk
Yeah.
down from our dorms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Like the ronde.
Dessert nachos.
Yes.
Oh.
Those are so good.
Oh, so good. I miss
Yeah.
it.
So good.
That was like life changing.
I
It
know.
was. It was. I remember when we first had it, we were like,
I was
What is
shook.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
good.
good.
Do they still have it?
I don't know.
I feel like they might not.
Mm.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I feel like they had another thing that was pretty like, whoa. What was it?
Was it the matcha,
That wasn't whoa.
the waffle?
It was. I think the concept was good, but the execution was not
Yeah.
as good as it could have
Yeah.
been.
I get that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe I was thinking about that.
Because I know that's the two options you have at
Ronde.
Wait, dessert.
Mm.
Yeah. They also had churros. I remember.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, that was on the. Actually, no. The dessert nachos were also on the west side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I ever got the churros.
I probably did. I just can't remember.
Mm-mm.
What other like food items
Mm.
are kind of like, I don't know anyone who does this, but if they get the mild, or not the mild, like what's the at Sundubu?
Like no spice.
Yeah, no spice. It's just white.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a red flag.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think if I order something questionable at times.
What do you guys think about protein burgers at In-N-Out?
Oh.
I've never had it. I think it is a bit of an ick.
I understand why they would order it,
Yeah.
But my thinking for anything is, if you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
just go all in.
Yeah.
You know, just go all in.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I know Cheesecake Factory, they have the skinny menu. And so I know someone who ordered the skinny version cheesecake from it.
Oh.
And my thinking is, if you're gonna, I understand. I would probably consider that option too. But why limit yourself?
Yeah.
He did say it tasted pretty good for what it
Oh.
was, and the calories were more than half of the original cheesecake slice. But still,
Wow.
don't limit
Yeah.
yourself to the happiness.
Yeah. And like, why go to In-N-Out
Mhm.
if you're gonna have lettuce? Like,
Yeah.
go to Sweet Greens. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
It is cheaper, but
I guess.
still,
Yeah.
you know, the fact of going there
Yeah.
hmm
seems as though
Yeah.
there's a disconnect.
It's like torturing yourself in a way.
Mhm.
I did like the protein burger because I found it less, like, not as heavy as
Yeah.
like a regular
Yeah.
burger.
Mhm.
And I remember there was like a phase where I was like trying out different like diets and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, I really should just like get the protein burger. And you get the cheese and you get the patty. So I was like, oh, that's so good. But then at a certain point, like 약간 like 현타가 왔어. Like, you know, it's just like, why go all the way to In-N-Out,
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
hamburger restaurant, and get a protein burger?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it would just not be satisfying. And you would be
Yeah.
left wanting more.
Yeah,
And so it would kind of
yeah.
be
It would defeat
Worse.
the purpose.
Yeah.
mhm.
Like those extra toasted buns.
so good.
Yeah.
It really hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I feel like there's probably something. You know?
Yeah, I feel like we're missing
Yeah.
something big.
Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, I thought of something because it recently, like one of our friends, he posted on his Instagram story like a poll
Mm-hmm.
where he's like, do you guys mix your bibimbap or not?
Oh.
And it's a bibimbap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course you mix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he doesn't mix anything. I did not know this about him, but he doesn't mix his jjajangmyeon or anything.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
And I'm like,
Ooh.
how do you eat it then? Like, what do you mean you don't
Yeah.
mix it?
Does he have a thing with textures? Is that why?
I don't know.
Because I know
Oh.
someone who she does not mix anything because she doesn't like the overlapping of textures. So she
So
Oh.
fascinating.
So she like doesn't like sandwiches.
What?
Chipotle.
I mean, no, what does she like?
I mean, she likes a lot of things, but she doesn't mix anything. So she will eat things individually. Even salad, she'll eat each component one by one.
So it's like if she
Fascinating.
like
Yeah.
is having ketchup and fries, she'll like eat the fry and then like pour the ketchup.
Oh no, not like that. No,
But it makes sense.
Actually, you're right.
Textures.
I think up to I actually don't know. I
Maybe like up to a certain
Yeah.
extent. Yeah. I get it. Okay.
But yeah, she'll eat things separately.
Hmm.
How interesting.
That is very interesting. I get like, because I don't like my food touching.
Mm.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't mind like eating it all together though.
Mm.
Yeah. And like some foods, I think it's fine. Like it just makes more sense for everything
Yeah.
to be mixed together.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of like food orders that are like, oh, like, can I get this without this?
Oh.
I feel like there's one like way back in like, the
Mm.
back of my head. I can't.
I think just more generally speaking, if a guy, like when he orders food,
Mm-hmm.
he's just so particular. Like he just, the
Mm.
order gets really long. That's a bit of an ick. It's like,
Just eat it.
just eat it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like unless it's like truly like dietary, like he needs to,
Mhm.
that's fine. But
Mm.
yeah,
That makes sense.
even for girls, I'm like, ugh, like Gucci, like
Yeah.
it's too much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say the same for like coffee orders though? Or they're like, oh, like I would like a iced latte with like oat milk and then like 1.5 pumps of vanilla, 2.5
Yeah.
pumps of caramel.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mm.
if I were the barista, I'd be like,
Just drink it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's like a lot of stories where they're like, oh, like they like a customer will ask for 3 pumps of caramel, but they come back and they say like, oh, it's only 2 pumps, like I can taste it, and so they just go back and they just wait and they won't even like pump it. They come back, they're like, okay, like try this now, and they're like, oh my god, it tastes so much better.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
So, anyways. Okay.
Yeah, I guess green flags. I thought of one for myself.
Good.
Okay.
I respond really quickly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
I'm a great texter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is.
Yes.
Except after 10 p.m.
I'm
Yes,
sleeping.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a very good quality.
I can think of Edgy's green flag. I feel like she's very good at like she's just really good at conversing. Yeah, like asking different questions or yeah, I feel like you always have questions to ask.
Oh, really?
When we're just like standing around, or like she'll always have something to say. It's like comfortable.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I just like thought about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Judy. Sorry. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. I think Judy's is giving really good reactions. Like, Judy is really
Really?
good reactions. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And so I'm like, yes, I'm her.
I've heard.
Her.
Interesting. Okay, I feel like I haven't heard that.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
You do. Yeah, you have good, like, actively listening. Yeah.
I did hear that I nod a lot before even someone starts talking, so I've got to make fun of for that. Like people would be like, I didn't even say anything. Why are you nodding? And I'm like, damn, just won't listen then.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. What about Brittany?
Well, she's a good texter.
Yes.
She's really good at driving through the streets of
Oh my
Cape Town with
goodness.
her big car.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
That's
a really,
huge.
yeah. That's a feat in itself, honestly. Yeah.
I think I'm just a little fearless, so I don't know if that's a green flag.
Yeah. And she just said, like, it's good, but always good to err on the side of caution.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like Brittany always has like random tidbits and things to share, so it's always just like things I would never think to look for myself or just like the most random things like, oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that all?
I know. I'm like, do we just not have any green flags?
I think compared to a lot of other people, for the most part, all of us, we're like pretty good with time. Yeah, like more or less.
Oh, Brittany's the most punctual person I know.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
My dad was like, she's so punctual.
Yeah.
Max. Sorry, Max. Yeah.
I like being really early. Like, on time is late for me. Yeah.
Ugh, on time is late, and what is it? No, what was it?
It was like early is on time is late.
Yeah, so I'd rather just get there 30 minutes early and sit in my car. I usually do that for most things. Yeah.
Because I'll check her location. Like, if we're meeting in like Torrance to like go somewhere, then I'll like be looking at everyone's location to see where they're at, kind of like match timing. I just like see her just in like like her location's like right next to mine. I'm just like, it's like 30 minutes early. She's just there. I'm like, yeah.
I used to be like that, but now I'm like,
I
like,
feel like
just cutting it close, honestly, or like 5 minutes.
like
Plus,
after work, after working. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's a little harder.
And I feel like it's never like I got there like 11:30 a.m. sharp. It's always like I'm either early or I'm a little bit late.
Yeah. Honestly, like for me, I'm like, oh, 11:33. Phew. Like, it's so bad. I'm like, I need to work on that. But but also I like to think, okay, I'm also coming from farther if I'm usually like coming to LA. So like, I can't predict traffic a lot of the time.
True.
So that's true.
A lot of the times it's out of my control. But also I could leave earlier. So
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It's also hard with LA because like parking is like so unpredictable. Like sometimes or like the streets are like empty, but then sometimes it's just like everything's packed. So it's just everything is unpredictable.
Yeah, parking.
Oh yeah.
That's my toxic trait. I cannot park very well.
I get that.
I'm getting a little bit better, I think.
That's good.
But still need to work on her. Yeah.
But dang, I guess a real toxic trait, road rage. That's something I've honestly been like deeply thinking about recently. Like, man, like where does all this anger on the road stem from? You know? So like, is it pride? Like, do I just simply not like people like getting in my way, or like what is it, right? But it's something I've been trying to work on. So when someone cuts me off, I try to just do a, you know, like a what the heck hand gesture and then kind of move on.
Road rage is, I feel you.
It wouldn't be straight up like flipping people off and then like
you're just like, what the heck, like
and you're like cursing that person in your like to yourself,
right? And I'll like merge out of my lane and then just but yes. I thought we were talking about green flags. So, all right.
No, I veered off to that. I think one green flag of mine is I am also indecisive, but I'm trying to work on it. So if I'm making plans with someone, I always try to list out options.
I love that.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
So I try to help in that way. Because I know most of the people I'm meeting with do not have a preference. And neither do I. So
narrowing down the options.
So I at least give like set options to choose from instead of the vast countless options.
Yeah, that's why I just like expect that to happen.
Okay.
Let's not take it for granted here, okay?
Thank you, Judy.
It's just funny because like when we're like, okay, let's eat, I'll like start looking through Yelp and it's like my phone vibrates like right? It's like edgy and then edgy and then edgy. I'm like, oh, it's the Yelp options.
I did go through the same process, but I just kind of like filter a bit more for us.
Yeah, I love it. So nice.
Good. I'm glad. Love being helpful.
Yeah. I feel like she's the more like outspoken one out of all of us though.
Really?
Yeah.
Or if we had to choose one person.
Especially when we go to like restaurants and stuff like that. I feel like you're the one to usually like catch the waiter or waitress's attention. Yeah. I think I realized that a lot last night. Because they were just like not really passing through our section.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Chogyo.
Yeah.
Brittany is really good at getting ready really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah. I think everything correlates. Like, because I get ready so quickly, that's why I'm always so early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
It's a good trait to have.
I think I do well in the military. I'm just like on missions, I was the first one to get ready out of everyone, even the guys.
That's crazy.
So I was like, what's taking them so long?
Yeah, don't they just have to like put on a shirt?
Yeah, actually.
Edu gives really good words of aff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I live for the validation.
Yeah.
And overall, I think, like you said, Judy has good reactions, which I agree with, but I think you also give good reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I feel like Brittany's gotten better at like reacting more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. The big emojis. Really, really, you know. It,
Amplify.
yes.
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 I love that feature.
Yes. I need to start using that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
those, you know how like if you use like up to 3 emojis, it comes out as like a big text and the after that just turns small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You gotta use the big emojis.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to use it sparingly though. If you use it all the time, it loses effect.
You're right.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to
Oh!
good to be introspective.
Indeed. Always. Why are you breathing so heavily?
That wasn't. I
You-
was telling you to say that.
Yeah, I can say that.
Okay.
It was really good to be introspective together while also, you know, affirming one another.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this was a really good sesh.
Really good sesh. Thanks, guys.
So I think we'll wrap it up here.
Yes, yes.
I encourage everyone else to perform this exercise. I think it's fun, helpful. You don't have to. It's fun. I don't know where I'm going with this. But if you want to.
Yes, let us know if you have any like personal green
Yeah.
flags, red flags, toxic traits.
Yeah, or if this is something you know think about regularly, or
Yeah.
you know you've also thought about before. Because
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we've like really discussed it with each other at least.
Yeah.
But it's always fun to
Yeah.
know other people's.
Mhm.
So
Maybe we should keep a list
yeah,
of our own.
Yeah.
So just so that whenever, if anybody asks this question.
Yeah.
we're ready.
Maybe
Yes.
they'll develop.
Yeah.
It's like you improve,
Yeah.
True.
you
Or get worse.
digress.
Can go both ways, always.
Yes.
But yeah, hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your week. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.